Hello again. So we're at the range. It may be hard for you to hear me from time to time because of the gunfire. Believe me, I have to get used to it myself. Anyway, we talked about the Sauer 80 and the Sauer 90 on previous videos. I guess they stopped making them now. But I wanted to show you the Carl Gustaf Model 3000, which I think is a Sauer 80. This one's in caliber .308. And you can see it was presumably a deal, well, it must have been a deal between Sauer and Carl Gustaf in Sweden. And I'm not sure exactly how much was done in Sweden, whether it was the entire stock or the assembly or what have you, but this is a wonderful little rifle. This is, you can see, a very well used rifle, but that doesn't bother me at all. You can see some marks here and there. And just to refresh your memory, this is that unique action that locks by way of these flaps. So there are 3 flaps, 1, 2, and 3. And when I close this bolt, there's a mechanism inside the bolt that causes these flaps to come out, and they lock into the rear receiver ring. So it's a rear locking action. It's a beautifully made action and rifle, and I can have the stock reflectors hand cut check ring. I think I said already this is a 308. And there's a couple of things. So this is closed and it's on safe. Now you can't fire the gun, and you also can't open the bolt. But if you decided to open the bolt, then all you have to do is depress this button and the bolt opens, and the gun is still on safe. And you can see there's a recess here and there's a bar here, and that bar is pushed down by this button on the bolt. So the safety, I kind of like that safety feature. Anyhow, it's very slick, very smooth. As you can see, when you work the bolt, there are no locking lugs. This is just the truth. There's nothing at the front. There's nothing at the back. I forgot to spray this with that ballistol. I could have done that. Anyway, this is in .308, and it has the removable magazine, and it's a steel magazine. Some of them have a set trigger. You push forward. This one doesn't. And the action comes in different sizes. Like I said, they just them now, but you could still probably find them used. And I like the small action best. So I just wanted to show you the rifle first. I'm not sure if the barrel is from Sweden or whether the barrel was from Germany. Maybe our Swedish friends can tell us how much of this rifle was made in Sweden and how much came from Germany. Obviously the action came from Germany. And that's one rifle that I'm shooting today. And now I'll switch to an entirely different rifle and type of rifle. So this is the Marlin Xl7. I received a call from a friend of mine, and I bought this very inexpensively. These are discontinued, as well as I understand it. Marlin made these for a short period of time, and as it was explained to me, Marlin was purchased by Remington, and Remington didn't want a Marlin bolt action competing with the Remington line. And this is a discount or budget model. It doesn't have a floor plate. It's closed at the bottom, so you have to obviously feed from the top. I'm not sure if this rail came with the gun from the factory, but I got the rail on the rifle when I purchased the rifle. And I just installed a it's a Weaver wide field or a wide view. Reminds me of the red field, of course. And it's actually has the post reticle, which is one of my favorite reticles. And I just fired a few shots, and as I expected, it's exceptionally accurate. The trigger is fine. The trigger reminds me a lot of the Savage trigger with the tab and so on. Safety is positive. I don't know what the safety blocks. Presumably not the sear, but it might. And the bolt head is it's a typical. The bolt head is secured by that pin. So if you drive that pin out, you can take the bolt head off. And when I bought this, there was no evidence of no brass at the front, no evidence of wear. It looks like the bolt handle is one piece with the bolt body. I don't see any brazing, so it's a good feature. Anyway, for the price I paid, which was like $300, it's a steal, I think. And you know, it's not a walnut stock, obviously, but a perfectly serviceable rifle. And then the third rifle I have at the range today, you just saw this one on another video, is that Savage Model 99 in 30-30. So this is an old rifle. It's the first series. The tang here is whatever it is. It's the 1/8 inch. And I'll probably get a new stock because this is unfortunately cracked here. I mean, it's still holding together, and I could fix that. Somebody, I think I showed this to you already. I think they took the bottom of a rubber boot or something like that. Maybe a mat of some kind, and made kind of a butt plate. Still some color case hardening left on the receiver. The rear sight seems to have wandered away somewhere. We've all seen that. A wonderful rifle, easy to shoot, very little recoil. And there's been a lot happening with this gun over time. You can see some kind of plastic in here. There's a membrane here if somebody's done something. So, you know, I'll look into it, and I already checked online, and stocks are easily purchased, so I'll do that. So those are the three rifles, and we'll see what we can film for shooting. This background noise is a bit distracting. Anyway, we'll break now and then come back hopefully with a few shots of me firing these rifles. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so here's the Carl Gustaf in 308, and I loaded a couple of rounds in the magazine, and I probably should mention that this block looks like it's stone or wood. A couple of people wrote me and they were saying, why are you wrecking your guns shooting off of a rock? But it's just foam, it's painted foam. Anyhow, I didn't put a scope on just because I have no problem with the iron sights, so very slick action. And we take the safety off. That's very easy to maneuver. Excellent safety button. So positive extraction, ejection. I'm shooting that Swiss ammo. You'll probably know what all that means, but it's not light load. That's a saucy 308. So we've got a German action in a Swedish marketed rifle and Swiss ammo, and I don't know what kind of groups I'm getting, but I just wanted you to see Carl Gustaf, if you can get these. I'm not sure where you would, but they're excellent. This is the Marlin Xl7 in 30-06, and this is that old Weaver steel scope. Boy, that's an excellent trigger. Yeah, this is a super fine rifle. So we fired a couple of rounds there, and now what I'll do is load up the Savage 99 30-30 and take a couple of shots with that, and I think that'll probably be it for today. At least the background noise has settled down. Alright, we'll take a break. Be right back. So here's the Savage 99. I fired this the other day, and I picked up these Federal... Oh, these are 125 grain hollow points. I thought they were 150 anyway. It's one of the symptoms of having a big gun collection. So caliber 30-30, we talked about the rear sight. This is a rotary magazine. So I'll get up and show you. The rounds sit in here, but they go around inside, and there's a round counter here. Steel action, walnut stocks. Somebody drilled and tapped it. The scope was already sighted in when I bought it, which is usually the case. We'll take a couple of shots here. You can see the recoil difference. That's fantastic. Yeah, what an excellent rifle this is. And I know a few of you were writing me that I'm kind of an old school collector, and I have the modern stuff as well. But it is true. There's something just fantastic, especially about these Model 99 Savages. And I think I like the 30-30 in this rifle. They just go together, even though it's probably underpowered. Maybe it should be a 308 or a 350. They may even have made a 284. In fact, I know they do because I own one. Anyhow, we'll take that out another time. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video comes together well. As you know, I'm not used to making these range videos, but I did my best for today, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.